Ooh, let's get it.
As you can see the graphic here, we've got Robbins from EarnSphere in the house. And their Android man who looks badass, man. I don't want to meet that guy in the back alley. Laser beam me to death.
Get it. Get it.
Well, it's poor. I'm in Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. It's pouring here. It's a miserable day, but I'm counting on you guys to make this a better day for me, Pedro, and our guest today. Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's April, isn't it? It's April. The first quarter of the year is officially over. I hope you guys are paying your crypto taxes to the IRS on time here, making those estimated payments. Got to do it. Our sponsor down below here, Camuso CPA, would be unhappy with you if you were not doing that properly. Robin, I'm going to mute you in the background because you have a loud clicker.
Clicker.
But anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the digital media world. So glad to be hosting another episode of what? That's right, DYOR Live, ladies and gentlemen, here on the DYOR Media Network. We're trying to bring this show of ours to the masses and get it out there. So share it all over the place. And the king telling you to share it is whom? That's right, my co-host, ladies and gentlemen, Pedro Garcia in the house.
What up, my people? How y'all doing? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let me see. All right, come on, let me know. Let's see. I'm gonna hear somebody type in yes if you can hear me. Let me get a yes.
We always got to check that because sometimes we get 10 minutes in the show.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I've been checking that. There we are. I hear it now. All right. So, yo. So, guys, what's up? It is good to see you. I just want to say one thing. Please hit that like, sub, and share to your preferred social media platforms. If you could even do 2 or 3, I'd appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you, Dado. Mr. Lawton.
Mr. Lawton from Madrid, Spain. Thank you for abandoning the UK or Ireland or wherever the hell you're from. Ireland,
Lawton.
Right? Heading down to warmer weather.
I'm a little jealous as well.
I see the reward token people are bombing the comments again. Thank you guys from reward token. But today we've got a different reward token for you. Actually, a whole project on EarnSphere. We'll get to them later in the show. We want to see some of the EarnSphere people bomb it. So I hope their community lead here on the phone here is bombing their room, saying, "Hey, get your butt over there. There's other tokens bombing the chat. We need to be there." Person-to-person movement. Thank you for joining us in. Space Cat in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Space Cat. Jason, thanks for bringing up the stream.
We also got Doc. We got Doc in the house, too, as well. He came in earlier. It was good to see him. Mr.
Jason,
Chuck
must be your internet. My streaming is fine. Sorry, Darren. Or Pedro.
It's all good. No, hit up Doc. Are you fully in, Doc? Whatever.
So Doc, using the whole fist there.
Using the whole fist, Doc.
There you go. And then we got. I believe we also hit. We do P2PM. I just like person-to-person movement. What's up? And we got Yanni. Good to see you.
Yanni's in the house. Thank you, Yanni, otherwise known as Thor's Crypto. Thank you for joining us, a big follower. Andy Wilson coming to us from Scotland. Scotland! If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
It's crap.
Jason says, another bullish show here. Love hearing what DYOR Media has to say. Well, hopefully we got a lot of good stuff to say today, because as we can look over my shoulder here, Bitcoin tankaroonie, probably going down a little bit more, I bet you Pedro's going to say. Pedro, what's going on in Bitcoin?
You know, I talked about this over the weekend. Like, I was expecting it to go up. I legitly, but then as we started to just
you expected it to go up. I forgot. I thought you.
No. But I changed. Down. We were talking, and I said, well, it's looking like it's going to probably go down here now. And I'll pull that up here right now. I was just looking at the S&P 500 because we're seeing the S&P 500 sell off here. So S&P is going down. I'm assuming probably. If it continues, we should see a bounce at that 52.10.75 area. And then if we do go down, I'll probably come back down to this liquidity pool at that 51.56 area. So if this is happening here, I would assume.
Wait, hold on. What do you got up there? What chart? I zoned out there while I was doing some comments.
No, it's okay. This is this is the S&P 500
Ah.
futures, and so the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we need to check out Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of looking kind of similar. So did we just fall back into the movement of following the regular market? It's going to be really interesting as we move, because if we do, then it's going to, you know, like everybody said that, you know, the market is overweighted and it should have a decent correction coming up. So when that happens, if we're seeing something similar with BTC, are we going to see that? We'll see. But I do think that we're in this nice little triangle move pattern here, as you guys can see here. We came in. I drew this out this weekend because I was expecting this to pop up over the weekend, and we didn't. I was just like, what is going on? And so sure enough, we did a sell-off, but it is prepping for a rally back up. Do we see any supply wicks? No. Do we see any supply wicks here? No. The only one that we got is this right here, and it's already been eaten up by all of this buyers and sellers here. So it's coming down to get buyers, and I'm assuming most likely we're going to come down and hit this 62,753 area here with this 50-period moving average, as well as we also have some demand wicks down in these lower levels. So I'd expect us to see a nice little retracement back down to here and then see it rally back up. I was expecting this baby to rally up, man. I just didn't understand why it didn't, but it looks like that they are keeping this this type of movement here with the S&P 500. So really interesting to see what's going on. On the back end, by me looking at it, if it does continue and this 50 period does not hold, I would expect to see us come down to this lower level here, which is going to be that 62 or 60,000 area, $60,200 here. And I would expect to see it hit that weekly 8. So where's my weekly? Yeah, I don't know what just happened. It just disappeared there. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to do that. See, I don't understand why this happens. Like, it's actually very frustrating because I sit there and I'm like, "What's up, dude? Like, why?"
Man, Pedro, I can do a lot of tech things. I can build phone systems from scratch, voice over IP systems, servers, data center, all kinds of shit. Write intranets, JavaScript, PHP, whatever. These charts, they just blow my mind up all the time.
Really?
I don't know why. I'm like, oh, I got it now. Nope. Now, I don't mean reading them like the tea leaves like you do. I mean just dealing with TradingView and all this type of stuff. I'm like, oh, I remember how to do those lines. No, don't remember.
You know what's funny? You know,
HTML2, Jesus.
I love it. All right, well, let's see if this baby wants to work. And is it working?
Just as a reminder to the audience, we got the halving coming in 17 days. And what always happens before the halving, or halvening, however you have it,
Wow.
There's always a retracement before it of about 20% before it. And frankly, a lot of people, you listen to the other talking heads like Pedro and I on the internet, other people thought the ETF thing was going to change the pattern this year. All this new money coming in, the floor is coming in, the institutions are coming in, or the floor is coming up, institutions are coming in, and they wouldn't get that 20% retracement. If you just look at the historical pattern of all the halvenings, it does the same thing. But apparently it is happening, and history is repeating itself. Because it always does. It always seems to do it. And there's an argument whether this ETF money is really the institutional money kind of coming in. I mean, we only got, the whole ETF thing only drove us to just over the previous high of the mess with FTX and all that. And is this it? Is this all we're getting out of the ETF thing? And so the theory is that the ETF money coming in, while a lot, many, many billions of dollars, is still is the people that have a lot of money that are interested in crypto also buying the ETFs, and it's just additional money from the usual suspects, and it's not truly that effort that we saw. And Pedro, I don't know if you saw the news, but UBS Bank is going to be offering a new ETF. And UBS is not a bank, and I learned this watching Rand's show here today. I didn't just do this research myself, so I'll give him credit for it. UBS Bank is not a bank that does like what JP Morgan does in Bank of America, which they They're in a massive bond market in between each other, and there's billions of derivatives going on. They basically collect fees from their people that are mostly high net worth individuals. And so they're going to be bringing high net worth individuals in, and hopefully some outside money start flowing in. But this pattern with BTC, the retracement, is entirely predictable. We seem to be just blind to it since we thought the ETF money would erase it. But it's a 20% retrace in history. It did about 10 to 12 here. Do we have more? I don't know if we have more. Pedro's lines say, what did you say it could come down to, Pedro?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm so sorry, Iran, or why am I called you Iran?
He's in the chat, Arian.
Hey, what up, brother? I don't even know why I called you that. Arian. My bad, brother. Arian, I know you want to see a bullish pattern, but I got to give you real. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, by the way, Mike is in the house. Crypto Mike's in the house. Rhodes, what's up? Jesus, what's up? How you doing?
Crypto Mike in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to my Canadian viewers here, especially Crypto Mike coming to us from Winnipeg.
What up, hustlers? Good to see you as well. Thanks for popping in. Artemis, good to see you, my friends. What up, fam? All right, so let's jump back in here real quick. So, like I said, right now, I expected us to see a rally. We ended really strong over this week. I was expecting to see us push up. I really was. So the fact that we didn't, I said, okay, it's going to turn around. So, unfortunately, I had to put in a triangle here. Here we go. Basically looking at where it potentially could. So as we started to see the sell-off yesterday, right, with no supply, like I add. So that's a strong indication that they're pushing it down to push it back up, okay? As you can see here, we're coming down. We have areas here where we definitely do have one dynamic demand area, which basically a buyer that moves, and that's going to be our weekly 8-period moving average sitting right here, as you can see. So it's going to be the real first time testing. So this might push through the 8 and come down and test this lower level here. But you've got a lot of indications on the chart saying that it should hold around that 60,000 to 57,000 area here. We've got decent demand right here, a decent amount of demand right in this level. So this 63 to 60,000, we should see it pull back into this area. And like I always tell everybody, if it goes down at the beginning of the week, it should be up by the end of the week. So I'm expecting this thing to turn around and push up. When 100,000, Jesus, I don't know. Hopefully soon, right? And then we'll just start to see it go mayhem. Hopefully we'll start to see it just go nuts.
Welcome AJ to the house, Betty Baskins.
What up, Miss Betty? Good to see you. Splendor. Well, I can't even say that.
Splendor, not splendid. Splendor. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the DYOR Media family, and wherever it is you came from. Hopefully you came from EarnSphere. Thank you very much. Jason Kruger says, win 100K.
Timmy from Stag, what's up? Good to see you. We'll be popping those guys up here in just a second as well.
Just a reminder to everybody that's new and watching, you're watching it on YouTube. If you do not pay for YouTube Premium, like most of us don't, and you're on your mobile device and you need to multitask, our stream's also up on Twitch and on Kick. And on either of those apps, you can switch over and watch it or listen to it. Put it in the background while you do your work email or text your significant other or your ex-significant other or whatever it is, and listen to us while you multitask in your device. It's a little feature we do called multi-streaming. We don't really care about Twitch so much, but it helps those of you that need to put us still listen to us, but put us in the background because YouTube wants to screw us.
I just want to make money, man.
I know, but they keep making it harder. They used to have so many features and was so useful and all this type of stuff, and they just keep restricting it. Just like the Chromecast. I'm pointing this way because that's where my TV is. You used to be able to Chromecast any website, any video, anything from your computer there. Now all it says is from certain sources only, and you're like, screw that. I mean, it's not like you can't get it to your TV. You just do another click workaround and it still gets there.
Well, man,
Tom Tangent.
Here's the thing, and I'll bring this up, right? Like, everybody wants to make money, and one of the biggest things was it was just simply copyright. Like, they were saying you could stream stuff, but yet they weren't making any money from it, right? A lot of those, what's the word I want to use? So it's really not Google. It's just the fact that you have all these companies out there saying, "Hey, give us our money because this is just y'all y'all are using our product, but without giving us, so pay up." It's almost like when Metallica went after like people who were downloading their stuff, right? And then like and so they went after the streaming company. What was it? Napster or something like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, people want to get if you put the work in, they want to make their ducats.
Yeah.
So
All right. Hey, Pedro.
Yeah.
Before we we got to move things along here, but before we get to our next segment of the show, our audience is doing a good job here, participating and showing up and commenting and stuff. Let's quickly hit the reward token. Quickly hit Operation Phoenix. Some big news coming out in Operation Phoenix today. In Stag, if you want us to show your chart, let us know.
All right, let's check it out.
None of these guys have arranged for this. I just went in their Telegram room, dropped the show time, and they showed up. Thank you very much for doing that. We've got a good guest coming up next, and an interesting program that's a little different take. I highly suggest all of you to stick around for it and listen to him.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool too what they're doing, and it could be a whole ecosphere, not just a project.
Absolutely. All right, so let's pull this up here real quick. Staggity stag, boom, boom. Stag token right here, right? They're on BNB, right?
Yep.
Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. No, that's not it.
Yeah, whoops.
That's not it? Ooh, no, they haven't been around that long, so. You would think. All right, let's see. Pull back here real quick. You guys are on. Oh, that's what it is. I got to go to PooCoin. That's what it was. PooCoin. I remember when I first started. Oh, while I'm here, let's go ahead and go to rewards token then. All right. So let's check out good old rewards token. Now, these guys have been pumping. So last time we talked about it, they were about right here. And I talked about it starting to find support here. And I expected to see them rally. And so nice little pump, guys. I mean, you did already a 1x here from where we talked about. So that's what was around 500. So they've really got some momentum and got it going here. So that's nice.
What's the price level at? It's behind my head here. I can't see it.
Oh, my bad. Actually, let me pop.
No, I mean, even if you move the chart, the price level's still in the wrong spot.
Give me 1 second here. Should be right. You should be able to capture that. There we are. So you can see here, price right now, it's a little bit stagnant. We've been consolidating, but let me put on some moving averages here real quick. Moving.
Moon coming. Well, the solar eclipse is coming for those of us in North America. I don't know about the moon. We'll see. You reward token guys better prove it to us.
Gotta prove it though. Boom. Y'all listen, it's all about pump it up. You gotta pump it up. Pump it up. Gotta pump it up. Gotta pump it up.
All right, let's get it going here, Pedro.
Here we go. Boom. Inputs. Give me 1 second. It's gonna be 8. We got 20. 50.
He gets too into this.
Oh, I love it, man. This is how you read the tea leaves. All right, here you guys go. All right, so you can check it out here. We've definitely pushed up. I'm expecting. Now, my biggest thing is I want to see that volume come in. So that's good. You've got a decent amount of volume pop in at this level here. Let's check out on a smaller time frame here. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Check out that hour. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Pretty big sell-off. So it was a decent sell-off from here. So I'd expect it might be. No. So if it was going to retrace, this is where I would look for retracement down at. This is that area right here. So a decent retracement area, and this is so it's full on. It's a 2-hour, 4-hour zone right here, which is good. It's just a strong zone. So looking for, and you see how there's no demand until we get down to here, and this is a good demand area. So I think it's a 12-hour too. Yeah, it's even a 12-hour. It's even nicer. So this right here, this area here is one of those areas, and it's near the previous high. So I could sit there. Or I thought this was the previous high. Sorry.
That's the volume.
Yeah, it's a volume. But yeah, this area here is a decent area for it to come down to. And by me looking at it, let's pull this up here real quick. You've got that 20 period moving average. So this pull up would be one of those things that we could see it push up to, as well as we have the 8 period moving average sitting right here, right? And then let me see here real quick. I can't pull up the daily chart, or excuse me, the weekly chart, which frustrates me. Why don't they let me do the weekly chart?
Robin, check your DMs.
So this area right here, I do like this. So I would look to capture, it's a whole number right here, which is nice. So you've got that whole number sitting about the 0.001 cent area for the 8 period moving average on that daily. So that's really good. And then around this area, you actually have the demand wick. Or excuse me, you have a 4-hour, or you actually even have a 12-hour demand wick right here. So with that 20 period moving average, and if we actually had if I could pull up the weekly chart, you'd be able to see that the day, or that the weekly 8 period is sitting right here. So this is a good, like, if you want to capture, if you're Hongo and you want to get in, this would be really the area that you want to get in at. That one, the 0.001 cent area, because it's a whole number, and you actually have some demand right here on the daily. I'll point that in right here. Boom.
All right, we need to move it on here, Pedro. We got a time frame thing. Let's hit Operation Phoenix real quick. Sorry to cut you off there, but
it's all good. It's all right.
I know each chart you can dissect into all the good things about it.
Yeah. Well, let me explain this last little part. So if it bounces off of here, we should then see it continue up to at least the 0.015 area here would be the next plausible stop, right? And before we start to see some consolidation, because you can see every time we've hit like every 5 point increments is what it hits. You can sit there and see it. So 5 point increment, 5 point increment, another 5 point increment, right? So this is where my next spot I would expect it to see it consolidate if it does push back up. All right, boom. Let's go into stag. Boom, stag it up. All right, nice. Look at stag, man. They consolidated here nicely. We actually had it took it off, but you can see here stag actually had that area. We talked about this area being an area of supply or demand area here. So you can see we came down to this area, definitely came in. We saw some good buying coming in here, right? For the previous day, boom, popped back up. And so we're seeing it actually consolidate here pretty decent. And you can see here, it was around the same previous high where we saw it come back down to this area. So I like the way that looks here. That looks really good. The biggest key is that what you want to see is when we want to see a good pump come in off of this level to push back up, right? This consolidation, I'd expect it to come back down to around that 1.5 area, the $1.55 area, to see it push back up. This is where it is, or even this lower area. But I need to see in this next push up, I need to see a new high. Right, we need to get above that 3.4 area here to get above that. But overall, it's looking good. It's not looking bad. It's actually looking fairly good. So impressive for a stag. What was the next one?
Operation Phoenix. And I bring up them because we got a couple of people from their community here, and also they have a big announcement today at 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. Someone posted when the announcement's gonna happen, if you could, in the comments, about launching their new DEX called Infinity Swap, and it's gonna. To be honest, sorry, Operation Phoenix guys, I've been really busy. I haven't kept up with it, but I need to learn what DeFi Mike is dropping on you guys today.
So this was the area right here that we talked about that was going to be an area of demand. You can see we definitely did pop it and then went up. We need to see real volume come in here. You can see, oh, that actually is real volume. Now, I know you get mad at me, but dude, you gotta show this. You'd be like, freaking Pedro. He yells at me. You don't understand how abusive this man is when I get just me and him. He's just like, get out of here. I don't care. Nah, he's not that way. He's actually real funny. He only beats me once in a while. Give me 1 second. 20, 50, 89. There we are. It was funny the other day as I was sitting there looking at the things. I actually almost called you up, Tom, and I was like, Tom. Actually, I think I did. So I've been doing some DeFi projects and been looking at them, right? And so we were talking. And I said, dude, we need to get Zach Humphreys to literally create a little algorithm for us so we can create some type of screener to be able to go through and find these. So anyways, long story short, let's jump in here. You can see right here on this daily chart, we're actually starting to pop up. So this is actually really good. We found supply, or we found demand in this area. You can see that we are now starting to play off of that 8-period moving average. We need to see some pump. So when you guys come out with that thing, that's a huge what's the word I want to use?
Huge fundamental news.
Yeah, huge fundamental news. You gotta pump it. Like, it gotta get up. But the fact is that you do have some good volume that we're finding support on that 8. The next spot here could be that 50-period moving average, but I don't expect this to do much. You might pause for a couple days, but you should push through. And if that fundamental knowledge just comes kicking in, man, I would expect really your next spot right here as supply, right, that you would need to play with. On that, you want to come up with another good news when it comes to that. Boom.
Dragon Ball Z, welcome to the party today.
It's good to see you, Mr. Z. Hope you're doing well. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's
the reward token guys are bombing the chat here, but
bombing.
We're doing a little Operation Phoenix right now, so I'm gonna keep their comments up on the screen.
Give me 1 second here. Boom, boom. Right there, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll hit some supply here, but you should boost through this. You should push through this area here, and I would expect to see it potentially get honestly to kind of like that, that next level here, which is going to be right here. I mean, the reality is if it gets through this area here, which it should. There's nothing stopping you until we get to about right here, that 8. And if we push through that, which has already been traded through from here, it's all-time high from this moment on, because there's no, besides this little spot right here, which I think is weak, you could quickly just get through all these sellers and get up to these higher levels here, which should be that 13 cents. And you're sitting at 3 cents right now. So it looks fairly good, man. You very much could just hit that all-time high. So it's real interesting. Hopefully it works. Let's see what happens with y'all. Get out there, start raiding houses and letting people know about y'all. From Operation Phoenix, what's up? What's up, Stag? Stag in the house. Yeah, we went over your guys' chart. Looking decent. To the moon and beyond. Boom, boom. Out of this stratosphere, baby. All righty.
Well, thanks everybody for joining here. Before we get on to our guest of the day, I'm going to take a quick second here to talk about my robot friend here next to me. Our main sponsor for the overall channel here is a group called Audit Chain Labs of Switzerland, and they have just developed a new AI, not a generative AI or a large language model AI, but a logic and reasoning engine based on rules that goes through and audits financial statements from companies, their filings with the SEC or wherever it is in Europe and the UK and Australia, and does what used to take fleets of the big 4 accounting firm people ages to do, they can do in about 90 seconds. And if you're interested in learning more about that and their software release coming out for their validating software, they're offering that for sale soon. Let me know, and I'll put you in a private group to talk to you about that and to pass that information along, because I promised I'd do that for our show sponsor. But one of the cool things about it is that it actually, it brings out errors in financial balance sheets or financial statements and the balance sheets, the profit and loss statement, all that type of stuff that are filed with drastic errors. We did one live on the air once in which we caught a bank in their balance sheet, note the term balance, it was off by $15 billion. And we ran the SVG, Silicon Valley Bank, Silvergate Bank, and Deutsche Bank, and all these other banks that had big crypto problems or mark-to-market loan problems through it in arrears, and had these people been using the audit chain software and their Patchouli.ai, nodes, it would have picked up their errors and helped their management team and helped their investors sort things out much quicker. It's amazing. It's going to absolutely be a market changer. It's disruptive technology, and that's Audit Chain, ladies and gentlemen. So Pedro, let's before we get on to Robin here, let's talk to the crowd a little bit here. You reward token people have just bombed us. Thank you very much for that. Good luck keeping your chart going and all that. We really appreciate it, Stag. The Stag people, thank you very much. Operation Phoenix guys are launching it here in the room. Thank you for coming and joining us. If you're not doing anything this afternoon, or if you're just doing something kind of dumb, don't do that. Go to the Operation Phoenix socials, find them, and listen to what they've got coming up regarding their new decks. It should be very exciting about that. They didn't pay me to say that, but I am an investor in that project. So I would like to see that their new decks come out and just knock it dead. Because Pedro, what happens every 6 months here in crypto? Everything changes. There's new products.
What are you talking about, bro? And 1 month, and every 2 months, man. Every 1 month, man. I mean, dude. I mean, things are falling apart. I mean, we just heard about whole entire Solarium completely going bankrupt, saying we're done. I mean, dude.
Yeah, what happened with Solarium?
Bro, they got hacked and they needed money, and all that money basically went to Korea because they got hacked. And then, man, I mean, it's just sad. And they just had to close shop up because they got hacked. They were trying to get money and nobody was willing to give it to them, So it's like, boom, done deal. And it's like, I thought they were a good company, I mean, it's sad to sit there and see what they happen. And then out here, you got Vitalik Buterin throwing jokes out here talking about degens, and he's out here just being nuts. I mean, dude, I've never known good old friend, because he comes to the show often, Buterin, and dude, like, he just like out here throwing jokes about degens. Like I was about to be like, bro, I'll come over there and slap that skinny self of you. What you doing, Willis? Shoot.
Shit. My mama didn't raise no fool. I dug her back.
Anyway. Best movie ever.
Yeah. For you people knew, we do a lot of lines from Happy Gilmore, Airplane, Fletch, all the old classic movies. Jesus says, I'm a degen. Yeah, we all are in a bull run. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time for a new segment of the show. As many of you heard me talking about our channel's partnership with Defi Dojo. God, just as I start that, the logo scrolls off the bottom here. With Defi Dojo, and bringing good quality projects from their AMAs here also onto our show to get the word out about them. And today, and I'm trying some new graphics, and then what happens every time I do something new?
We have fun.
It doesn't work out so well. Yeah, I didn't start that in the right place. But ladies and gentlemen, we got the DeFi Dojo segment here. Wait, let me try and get it right here. It's EarnSphere. It's the DeFi sponsored segment of the show. I didn't say it right again. What's the term we need? All right, that's right. I got to bring this up. Powered by DeFi Dojo, ladies and gentlemen, a partnership with DYOR Media Network and the DeFi Dojo, bringing you great AMA content here about new projects and about how you can take a look at new things, look at new information, do your own research, and hear some good quality Japanese feudal music in the meantime. I probably had the music too loud there, so you couldn't hear my voice that well. But this new segment, powered by DeFi Dojo, and we're going to bring up into the house here Robin, the face, and I won't say the CEO, he's the person that gained the powers of running being the face of an organization. Robin, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Tom. Hello, Pedro.
What's up, brother? How you doing? It's good to see you.
Good, Robin.
Normally
we like to have our things doxed here, but as Robin likes to say, first of all, he's doxed to me and Pedro, but he lives in a part of the world where if you advertise too much about earning money in crypto, you get a visit from people demanding money. So that's one of my excuses or my general arguments for why it's okay to not fully dox on things. That's one of them. Robin has made us happy about who he is and why the reason he isn't doxing. But let's bring him up here. Robin, you took over EarnSphere from a previous developer. You were in the community and took it over and decided to say, hey, let's take that idea and blow it up. And while I sort of understand the vastness you've put of information out there, give us, as people like to say, give us the 30-second pitch on what EarnSphere is.
All right, so you're gonna time me?
29, 28.
Yeah, exactly. This is.
26,
I was waiting for
25.
Pedro's voice. Yeah. So technically, if you want to just take the word, the title of it, EarnSphere. So it's like a sphere. If you want to mimify it, and you can see this translucent, we call it. These are like Titan gods in the background. So this is the kind of meme part of it, and there's the earning part. So the earning part is about earning a monthly revenue in Ethereum, and it is based on volume, while also based on revenue from our utility, which we could delve into together now, if you'd like.
All right, so I'll try and lead this in the right direction here. So what you've told me behind the scenes and from your website and all that, essentially what you're creating is a place in which that has a community that pools their money in your treasury, and you bring in outside experts to guide investing, and then the community give you strategies, and the community votes on a strategy. Is that how it works?
Yes, 100%. Now it's actually a little bit more organized. So you have what many projects have, what they call whale rooms. So you have to hold a certain amount of tokens and above in order to have access to there. And once you're there, your vote will count just like anybody else, and you will be able to guide the project's general decisions while also guiding or validating what experts have to say. So let's say we got Pedro who joins in. He has to hold a certain amount of tokens. The minimum now is like 1 million. So Pedro gets the 1 million, steps into the whale room, and now he's an expert in chart analysis and marketing and maybe leverage trading. And he will do that while taking care of the project's treasury funds, and also guiding the investors to do their own personal trades so they can copy those trades. But for the treasury itself, their vote will determine if Pedro's decisions are going to pass or not. And this is how you kind of get the expert and also apply governance on top of it, which is almost not found anywhere. So a lot of places are either expert or governance. Now
I think I just lost a partner here of a co-host for a show. I think.
What? I was gonna say, you telling me I can go over there and make some money? Like, do I get paid for this? Just to be like, all right, so this is what you do.
Right.
I mean,
so
actually, you get like 40% of any profit you make for the treasury from the treasury's money. So not from your pocket. So you use other people's money.
All right,
OPM, baby. I'm all about OPM, baby.
Dump this guy. I just lost my co-host. All right, so Robin, let me sort this out here. So we're using Pedro as an example here for a whale room that's focused on what Pedro's good at, what he's an expert at. So he has a room for that. Say Pedro is very good at trading oil futures, which I believe he is. And people listen to him and follow him and vote on a strategy for that. But you could have an expert for literally any topic you can think of. Is that correct?
100%. This is the EarnSphere philosophy. You just touched on it. So what we're starting with is a trading room for leverage trading in crypto, and another room for DeFi, taking advantage of pre-sales or stealth launches. And we already got 2 experts. There is one who's called Heinz, not Guderian, but his name is Kareem in real life. He's also Lebanese, by the way. I'm Lebanese. And there is Boryakuz from the Anti-Ruggers United Lounge. He's the owner there. So he will be leading the DeFi room. But it does not mean that we cannot have 5 of each, right? Or many other types of stuff in crypto or other stuff that we can capitalize on. This is the strategy. Get an expert, get governance applied to it, divide the revenue between everybody.
Now that is really interesting because, as we know, we see crypto expanding. I shouldn't say crypto; I should say digital assets.
Yeah.
Your ability to invest in isn't just in like meme tokens, which we all know are exploding now, but you can invest in real companies that have a crypto exposure, like my sponsor Audit Chain, and you can start investing in real world assets. So you could have, seriously, you could have an entire ecosystem of experts in rooms coming in, and in each category, you could probably have more than one, and the community will sort out the better ones from the worst ones.
There will be stats. Exactly.
Right.
There will be stats. Pedro's stats could be better than other experts, so he will get validated more and he will profit more because he will be using more treasury funds and he's getting like 40% of the profit. So he's starting off with $0. He's starting off with these $0 from his pocket, and he has profit. So this is what's good. We take care of our experts, and we want it to become that much automated. Just like you said, like billions of rooms eventually, if you want to like make it global, if you want to think of it in the very far future, if this kicks off very nicely, you'll have a lot of rooms, a lot of all under the umbrella of EarnSphere, the same philosophy. But the more you expand it, the more that treasury feeds on all those hard efforts by the experts, right? And this is why the experts get like 40% of what they make, but still you get 20% to all holders, and you get like 20% to the LP. You get 10% that feeds the capital of the treasury, and 10% that goes to supervisors. So you have a framework to make sure the system is stable, and you have people to keep an eye on the workflow of everybody else.
All right, so that's I really want to see this project succeed, because anywhere where a community can vet out trash and elevate people that give good knowledge and good service. I mean, YouTube kind of does that. I mean, the bigger channels are big for a reason, and the smaller channels are small for a reason. But when you have a project where you put your money into it, that's the ultimate vetting service. You know, when people make decisions with their money for various reasons, because of what Pedro does with the technical analysis, for psychological reasons, for all that type of stuff. But if they have a tool that helps sort out that guy's no good, or that woman is great, and this and that and all this kind of stuff, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's like when you get an audit on a contract, and a lot of people tell you like, yeah, we got an audit, and this gives you legitimacy, right? When you audit a certain contract with a nice company. But then you start the project, and how do you keep auditing it? EarnSphere will be auditing, kind of, if you think about it. You will be auditing the expert, you will be auditing the projects that these experts are deciding to invest in using our treasury. So you are in a continuous auditing mode, and this auditing technically is made for what reason? It was created for improvement. This is how we improve. We keep self-auditing.
Right. So in essence, of Pedro going in and starting up his room on oil futures, and if he continually loses money for everybody, everyone's going to say, rate him 1 star or 0 stars, and nobody will listen to him, so he won't make any money anyway, because he's incentivized to get good ratings, just like any other business. Good ratings, good product, good service.
He wants to market himself. That's 1. 2, he wants to make profit. He does not want to lose on the trades, right? So, and he wants people to like him. If he loses all of that, he won't get validated in the votes anymore. He won't get the profit. So he's kind of losing those, but it does not mean that he loses everything, because he's a holder in it. He can still take part of all the other rooms, get benefit from at least learn from other experts. This is how you improve. And this is what you're giving to people. You just buy the minimum amount of tokens, step into that room where there's a lot of divisions, and you learn from others. And you can do your own research, and there's no financial advice in that, but you can copy those trades on a personal level. It's
Right.
not like you sit there and you earn passively. You can literally go and do what Pedro is trying to do for our treasury, and you can earn big. But again, like, it does depend on how you see things. You can pay for such a service and get into like a private room where there's an expert telling you what to do, but it's only one expert and it's only about trading. What EarnSphere is giving you is multiple things through holding a token that you can sell at any point, and that token is also paying you on a monthly basis with passive income. So it's a win-win-win-win for a lot of people. So yeah, this is what we're trying to do, and it only launched, I think it's almost 3 weeks ago, and it's been slow. I mean, we don't mind. We're still building. Takes time
Right.
to get big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a reminder to people, in the links, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the body or description, whatever, it clicks more, there are the links to all of EarnSphere's social medias, Telegram, etc., etc., etc. If I've left one out, someone please let me know, and I'll go back and edit it and put it in. Behind me, Robin, I have quite a lot of going on here in the roadmap. Where are you on this roadmap here?
We are still, like I said, it's still less than 3 months launch. So you can look at the first rewarding period, first quarter. So both of these, you can expect there will be a large burn by the end of the 3 months period. It's going to be forced regardless of whatever else. And we have the tokens ready to be burned. So far, we have burned close to 25% of the supply, by the way. Once we hit the 25%, the requirements that I talked about, the minimum requirement to get into the whale room, will be easier. So, we kind of follow like the Bitcoin halving. So once we reach burn milestones of 25, 50, and 75, you will need to hold less tokens in order to enter the tiers that we have in our system. So yeah, we're kind of making sure that there is no huge whale that stays in there with like 3-4% of the supply, which he does not need. He only needs, for example, 0.5% at some point. So
Right.
please sell the rest early on, etc. So you kind of have an incentive to spread, and this is very important. Yeah, this is the team here. We are doxed, obviously. We're just mentioning, instead of mentioning what we like to do in crypto only, we just mentioned our hobbies, like, just so you know our personalities. So
That's good. That was my next question. You just hit it up. Tell me about the team. Are they also part of the community once you made the change from the old group to the new?
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of handpicked each other, and they are very, very nice people. So I'm not going to go into the details, but you can imagine we have a geologist, we have a gym coach. Okay, he's from Australia. He's 65 years old. So we're not young people like in the teenage years. Okay, so maybe I'm one of the youngest. I'm like 31, 32. So it's an adult project. Takes time to be built. We need to meet experts along the way, meet investors, get down to it the proper way, because you only need one expert, and you will be able to trade properly and make sure that things are going fine, and then you can just literally do better than projects that have 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 holders. You only need one person doing a lot of effort, and you will be good to go. That's all you need in such a project. So what if we get to a point where you have many experts? So I see a big potential in this. And it's not gonna come from the team itself. It's gonna come from the experts.
Absolutely.
All right, so the token just relaunched 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, something like that. Obviously, the treasury's just getting started, and the chart actually kind of relies on the treasury working well. So I just had the chart up, and we'll just say it wasn't a pretty one, but the burn will help that out, coming out soon, and hopefully the exposure you're getting on these shows help it out. Besides the rooms and all that, and the experts that you bring in, as Jesus commented, here in the U.S. we have something called the Better Business Bureau, and the Better Business Bureau gives ratings to businesses, and users rate them and all that type of stuff. So that's a good analogy for the North Americans here. But give me another. Your white paper is like 7,692.5 pages. Give me another high level product or service that you're going to be at the project will be offering.
Okay, like if you want to be a degen, you can rely on a lottery that we have on a monthly basis for people holding above a certain minimum of tokens. And depending on how much you hold, you fall into a certain tier, which gives you an amount of entries automatically. You don't need to do anything. So on a monthly basis, if you hold, let's say, 1 million tokens, you get 1 entry. If you hold 5 million, you're going to get 5 entries, etc. So if you win that lottery, you're winning Ethereum, not tokens only, so Ethereum. And that's gonna come from the treasury. So this is one, like you see projects doing only this, and that's it. This is the idea. Now we incorporated this, and it's like 1 page of the 50,000 page white paper or whatever. So
Yeah.
so it's just like, guys, do you want to have a lottery? Okay, all right, we put it. So it's not a project, it's like one feature. It's
Right.
bullish by itself, and people build a project on it usually, and we're trying to show people that it's only like a tiny feature, and yeah, we can do. You want it, we put it there. The community wanted it, we put it in there. So it's like, and what about the passive Ethereum? So you didn't ask me
Yeah,
how
I
we're
was gonna
giving
ask
people
you.
Ethereum. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
Ethereum.
you
I'm
go,
gonna be
you go
paid
and you claim them.
Ethereum.
Yeah, you go and claim Ethereum on a monthly basis, and we punish you on a weekly basis if you try and sell or transfer out tokens. So there is like a system that will assess each wallet's behavior on a weekly basis, but then it accumulates your Ethereum for a whole month. So you can only click once, and you can even wait on them. They can compound for like a year, 2 years. It doesn't matter. You go and claim only once, and you can wait for the low gas, etc. So we kind of solved having a reward token on Ethereum, which people kind of think it's not possible. Well, it is possible. It does exist as of 3 weeks ago. And this is because we have like 2 contracts so far, and we are building the 3rd one. So yeah, we have a very good developer, Alex. So he's magnificent. So the claimer contract works phenomenally. It's like you go only as a user, you use the dApp on our website. It's so smooth. You just connect, you claim. That's it. You don't need to do anything else.
Well, Robin, we're coming, as they say, we're getting long in the tooth in this segment of the show. I really enjoy hearing about new products that actually bring a needed service, and that can help. As you know, many of the experts out there, from Pedro and I's personal experience, aren't wealthy people and trade on small bags. We're not trading $100,000 and hoping to turn it into $200,000. We're trading $1,000 and hoping to get $1,200, $1,300 back. That's good. When you look at the market statistics, that's what most people are working with. And there's a lot of people. There's the 100 million, 200 million, 300 million 18-year-olds in Asia and in Africa that want to turn $25 into $40 and that type of stuff. And they may be experts. They just don't have the bag. So all of these people could be an expert on your show using the community's bag, or on your show, on your project, using the community's bag to make the money. In essence, like when you have a project, you can go out and buy into someone's liquidity pool or rent their liquidity pool. In essence, these people are renting your treasury, and if they're good, the community says keep at it, and if they're bad, the community says you're out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you like a very very quick example. Like Kareem, we just like decided there's like $2,000 sitting on the side. We decided to give it to that to the trading division, he was responsible enough to say, well, I usually trade using 1% of what I have. I told him, okay, take 10%. So we gave him like $200, which he's gonna start with, and then we're not gonna look back at those 200. So he's gonna use them. He's gonna compound them. Whatever. If they get $1 million, he's taking 40%. And he's not starting with anything from his pocket besides buying our token to have the bare minimum, and which he can sell at any point. And you've seen our chart, so it's probably at the all-time low. And there are a few guys selling at a loss. Technically, there are a few guys
I'll
selling
never
at a loss.
understand that. I'll just never understand that.
And it's only like 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the project, and they just expect that there's big marketing push, and then you pump a chart. And no, it's not a meme. I'm sorry, it's not a meme. But you're gonna come a year later, and you're gonna regret it. So, I mean, this is how it goes with utility projects, and people will talk back about you like, you remember I held this token and I sold it at a loss.
Dude, I knew a guy, dude. He literally bought. Dude, I knew a guy who bought Shiba Inu when it first launched. Like legit. Put $100 in, made $200, and did not leave a moon bag. And like,
yeah, you cannot do
bro, like you're just like, dude, he would have made 28 million at the peak, and when it bottomed out, he was still at like 300,000. Like,
yeah, by the way, yeah, this is one of the things Karim taught me on a personal level. Like, always leave that 10-20% moon bag. He calls it the same as you did. So you never know. Never sell everything.
Yep.
But yeah, some did sell everything, and
right.
This is why the chart is like that.
Well, one of the things we always have the problem with right now is that the meme coin era, people are operating on such small time frames. They're they're operating on trades that last 30, 60 seconds, and so when they see that they have to have patience, they're like, I can't do that. I have to sell, and right now, and they'll sell at a loss now so that they can take their $8 and put it into cat with in your butt in you something, and turn it $8 into $80 and make their money back. And usually it doesn't work out so well. All right, band hustlers, we got you. No need to spam the thing. But anyway, they want to know if there's a partnership involved. But as always, I put the links down there. You can contact Robin.
All right, thank you.
Robin, I want to thank you for joining us. If there are any questions from the audience, just let us know. I've had 2 people contact me behind the scenes and say, "Can I have the links to their socials?" Like I said, they're in the body of this broadcast.
Just hit the little dot button right there, and you'll see right there, right below it, there is the like button, and it's just not like button, but the more button, and it'll literally populate. And you'll find it. You'll see it right then and there. So that's it right there. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, Robin, I want to thank you for coming on the show here today. I want to thank JB and Arian from DeFi Dojo Lounge for this segment of the show. It seems to have worked out pretty well. We kicked it off with a project that's I imagine is going to grow quite large. If we can get it out there to show how those experts can join it and earn some money in there. Instead of having to go it alone, the experts can get their own community.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I might just pop up in there, man.
Yeah, I know Pedro's going to be checking this out.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro, I'm telling you, because like you're legit. It's very difficult to get like a random person coming and telling me like the example that Tom gave, and I'm an expert, please hire me. It's way more difficult to do that compared to someone who always does that publicly on a daily basis. So yeah, the experts who are well known, it's very easy. You don't need anybody to vouch for you. We just get you in. I just tell you how much you need to buy the token, and you see for yourself. You do your own research as usual, just like any investor. And then since you're an expert, you can easily be an expert of your own room. So yeah. And Tom too.
I'm an expert in everything in my own mind. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I will give you not a room. I will give you like a villa. Like.
Oh yeah, we got a bill.
I would be a great king. I would be a
Yeah.
great king. The problem is my country would do very badly, but I would be a good king.
Yeah, I mean that's the definition of a king, right? You
Right.
don't care about the country. Yeah, the
Isn't
country
this
should care about
sad,
you.
man? See, that just frustrates me, man. I mean, you know
Die
what?
for the king.
Oh, right. Dude. Ugh. And honestly, it feels like that. Like I was talking to a friend of mine who's Canadian. He was sitting there talking to me about what's going on in freaking Canada and a few other places, man, that he attends. And I'm like, really? They're like, they're just shutting down literally any speech that the public would want to say, like just shutting it down. And I'm just like, what? So in America, that would never happen. Like we're, first of all, too loud mouth, but also, man, we got too many guns. You start to shut us up like that, we're gonna be like, we're gonna come knock on your door. So
Right.
it's just crazy.
There's a question from the audience to get to the 1 million level. What's the what's the cost on the chart to get 1 million tokens
Well,
right now?
Well, right now, so it's based on a 1 billion total supply, so it's close to $300-400.
So
It was made very
right.
It was made very easy, actually. It was more expensive. It was made very easy by the people who sold a lot. So
That's it.
So yeah,
I'm in.
Actually, I'm
it's more
looking at it.
affordable
Yeah.
than the pre-sale. Now it's more affordable than the pre-sale. So yeah.
Like, I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, it popped up. I mean, you guys, I'm looking at the first day. It shot up from 5,005 all the way up to almost. You guys almost cleared.
It's
Almost
ETH,
cleared.
Jesus. It's on Ethereum. You'll find them on right on their website. Buy now, right here.
Yeah, almost did a 10x. It looks like. No, not almost a 10x. You guys
No,
did
a 2x.
2x.
A
Sorry.
2x.
Yeah, 2x. Boom, popped up from there, and then
That was
the
enough
next day
for
yeah.
a guy. Yeah, that was
Mayor
enough
of
for
Akron
that guy.
Farmers in the house. He's part of the
Oh,
anti-ruggers crew.
Yeah. What's up? Good to see Mr. A or MAR or MAF. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Mayor of Akron Farmer. AMF.
All right,
excuse me.
Robin. This segment's coming to an end. Once again, Pedro and I thank you for coming on the show here. We really
Thank you,
enjoyed it. We
thank you.
plan on following up with your project, so keep an eye out in the DMs from either Pedro and I, or apparently a number of our viewers, for questions about your project.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Go check them
Thank
out.
you again, guys.
Jump in there.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
you
wait,
keep
let
it
me
up.
finish. Yeah, I was gonna say, jump in
Yeah.
there, jump on their Telegram, see what's up. Let me know if you guys want me to go in there. That would depend on our community. If y'all want me to go in there, I will go in there and we'll start something up there. Just so that I'll give a little something there, but we'll see what's up. Let me know. And then also, thanks for coming in, dude. We really appreciate you, brother. And listen, just a shout out. This man right here loves Matt Rife. I don't know if anybody knows who Matt Rife is. Awesome comedian. Awesome comedian. I try to be a comedian. I just sound like a guy out there just rambling, like you all know. And people just put me off
We
the
all
stage.
know this, Pedro. Trust me. I just did the closing remarks for the segment, and you're still going.
Oh, you're right. Anyways, go ahead.
All right, guys.
I love doing this
thank
show. I really do. Pedro, you crack me up. You should be a much better comedian.
I should be. You would think. Anyways, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for you now with the DeFi Dojo segment here on DYOR Live. Thank you to all involved. And Robin, you have a great day.
Later, brother.
Later. Thank you, guys.
All right,
All
Pedro, that was a
right.
good segment. I'm glad we did that. Thank you to all of you that viewed this. Oh, I still got the dojo music going.
Oh yeah.
By the
Yeah,
way, that's fully licensed music worldwide, I might add. So I don't want to hear any of you fake copyright cheat companies saying that you claimed it. Nope. Anyway, that's good. And that's going to be a good project to follow up on, because if the community's involved, you'll know quickly if the project is good or not. I mean, as long as they have the marketing power to get it in front of some eyeballs, like, hey guys, watch our show here and learn about EarnSphere.
Yeah.
Then the community will have a chance to come in and really do their job. And and frankly, I think one of the things they should do is just spam the hiring boards. Are you an expert in this? Well, earn 40% of profits, and because there are a number, because I get lots of spam, ladies and gentlemen, but there are a number of organizations actually they do that. They bring traders in and say, look, we'll teach you how to trade. All you need to do is show up, and we give you a small bag to start with, and they lose a bunch of money on a bunch of crappy traders. But they get 1 or 2 gems here and there that understand something, and it makes up way more money than they lost on that. So getting the experts to come, great, and the community sorting them out, love it.
Absolutely.
All right, we've had the community here blasting us this whole show. One thing we didn't address was Dragon Ball Z, or I think they're changing in Dragon Balls. They said their chart is pumping. Let's confirm.
I'm already on it. All right,
let me turn my screen off here.
I gotta admit, like I checked them out, and they were pumping, man. Look at them. I mean, they went from literally 800. Now they're sitting at that. They went up 200 points, at least. Actually, almost 300, 400 points.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So, dude, that was a nice little pump that they actually got. It's slamming.
Hold on, I don't have their chart on here yet. Oh, there. No, it's up. Yeah, if you could center that. I don't have your screen really centered correctly today.
Oh, all right, I'll do that right now as we speak. Give me 1 second. Boom, here we are. Yeah, I mean, looking at this right now, I mean, it's not looking bad. I mean, it just straight pumped like, I don't know, like fires in the sky, man. I mean, it literally pumping like it's moving up like fires sitting, like, because fire's always trying to go up. I mean, look at it, like it's
well,
like
it's Fire. Even Timothy, is your last name Fire? Timothy Fire?
Oh, Mr. Fire, what up? Fuentes.
Hey, why don't you drop us onto like the 4-hour chart here? The daily chart is what it is, but the 4-hour chart's gonna look a lot sexier, I bet.
Oh yes, it's gonna look like a big old green candle there.
Yep, it means fountain.
Yep. Fuentes. Here you go. So it's pretty nice though. It's moving up like a fountain, man. It's like shooting. Look at all that water shooting up. Shoot, it looks like the blue skies.
Why can't I think of the name Fire in Spanish? I was confused by Fuentes. What's Fire? What was that Argentine president yelling when he's pulling those things off the board?
Dude, that was so awesome, dude. I still can't believe, like, I thought.
Fuego, that's it. Fuego.
Fuego. Fire. Dude, I'm shocked, dude, that they haven't assassinated him, bro. Yeah, like legit. Like that dude was like, it's just nuts. But you can see here, man, they've got, I don't know what came out. What was the news that initiated this?
Yeah, you DVC guys, let us know here what
yeah, definitely.
I know what it was, Pedro. It was the endless free advertising we give him on this show. That was it.
That is exactly what it is. You can thank us later by sending tokens our way. We'd appreciate it. Anyways, so
don't do that.
No, it's just a joke. Just plain. The plane. Anybody knows what that's from?
Yep, Fantasy Island. We know.
Yes. Anyways, so dude, that's actually really impressive though, dude. You can see what's nice here is that it literally popped up, and it's holding. It's looking fairly good, man. I mean, we've got a good amount of volume stepping in off this last push up here. If you guys could even kick it, I mean, you just had a new 4-hour candle here. But if you can kick in and really start to push on that, jump on, I mean, you start raiding houses right now. I mean, literally go through, let everybody know, let your mama know, let your daddy know, all that stuff, man. Look, if you can get that thing going, you guys even might pop up on a few of the trending. And once you get trending on DEX tools and all of a sudden you're on CMC, all of a sudden that's when those guys, I mean, even though it's the, let's check out how much their stuff is. Give me 1 second. Boom. Copy. I want to see if I can pull these guys up here. Are you guys on any other system here?
Quickly, while Pedro's doing that, the show schedule for the week, as you can see next to me over here, where my arm keeps getting cut off. We'll be on most of this week, I believe, right around the normal time zone or time frame, right around noon. We also have another sponsored segment from DeFi Dojo tomorrow, as well. A Solana meme coin, but with a twist. So it'll be interesting to hear from them on what's going on. I'll have more information that as soon as I can find which tab it is on my computer here. Sorry about that, Pedro. Just want to get a quick announcement in there for the crew.
Yep. So we've got some pretty good movements here, though. Let's check out the kind of broad market here. I'm trying to pull up Dragon Ball Z on something else, and you guys are on BNB, correct? So I'm trying to BNB chain here. Let's look at DBZ, Dragon Ball Z Tribute, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Coin. Which one are they?
One with liquidity? I don't know.
Well, there's a few here. Oh, volume. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with this. Tribute. There we are. So, no, that's not correct. Nope, that's not correct. And DBZ, Salam. This is another sad one.
Web Trio, welcome to the show. You just had it up. The other one, you had the other tab. You got
the
no address.
You know what? I'll just do that right there. Oh, no data. They're not on here. Dude, I heard that, and this is where people were talking to me. Bird's Eye is like the shiz niet. Like, it is like all that in a bag of chips, supersized, with an extra Mountain Dew on the side.
Yeah, and, but tell you what, though, it gives you so much information that a lot of it is worthless. Like, new pairs launched. I was like, wow, that's really cool. It sees a new pair as soon as the block posts the info, it's watching it. I'm like, that's great. Yeah, but the scammers also figured out, hey, now I don't even need to come up with a fake website and a fake Twitter account and do that. All I need to do is launch a pair.
Yeah.
And it'll show up here. People will FOMO into it or set up bots to FOMO into these things, and they'll rug it in 10 minutes and get, $80 out of it. But they made $80 for 10 minutes of work. Do that 10 times a day. And they all have the same names as popular other ones. People are like, ooh, there's a new pair for AR-15, whatever. Right? This is one I saw and clicked on. I watched it 3 or 4 trades. The developer puts in it like 2 or 3 big trades. It pumps it. People are like, ooh, look, they FOMO. He rugs it, and you're like, and you look at the stats when you scroll on the new pair stats for Bird's Eye. In the first couple of them, like, oh, there's green. When you scroll down, they're all red. They're all red because they're all rug pull. Oh, Kaching's in the house. Sorry, I didn't give you your props there, Kaching. Thank you. Kaching.
Kaching is in the house. Let's try this here real quick.
Jesus is guilty. He got rugged. I got rugged the other day. I got rugged. The old RWS, rugged while sleeping. This is one I was watching. I knew it was potentially a shady coin of some sort, but it was doing all right and it was lasting long enough. I'm like, all right, it's all right. But I had to go to bed. And it was like 2 a.m. And I'm like, all right, I'm watching it. I'm just getting ready to sell. I'm like, it's not going to be a rug pull. I think it'll be fine. And not only that, a lot of community members in it. There was a private sale. There was all kinds of stuff. It was doing well. Not great, but it was doing well. I was in profits. And I was like, all right, I'll sell it, but it has some effort. These guys are coming on in a different time zone, so their community's going to come in. It'll pump it up. So I set my alarm for 5 a.m. And at 5 a.m., I just woke up, looked at the phone. All is good so far. Telegram room pumping. Everything's great. I'm like, awesome. At 7 a.m., the main alarm gets up. Pulling at my phone. Rugged. Striking got rugged. I was like, oh, mother effer. I was like, oh. BlackRock. What happened to BlackRock? It's just called what we call petering out. BlackRock's going to have to wait for that to come back. I unfortunately didn't sell on that one. Somebody said, ready to pump.
It was me. It did actually. Let's make sure we clarify. It did pump. You just didn't sell. Okay, we're gonna because I said wait. So it went up, and boom,
All right,
like
it did.
Let me tell the full story.
Yeah, context is the key, and I left out the key part intentionally.
Context is everything. Everything. It was funny. I hate to say it like this. All right. So you all know I'm not pro-Trump. I just want somebody in the Oval Office that is amazing for Democrats, Republicans, and Libertarians, right? And for the Green. I want somebody who understands how things work and go there. So I say this because I'm not promoting Trump. There was one point where, and it was actually a friend of mine who is pro-Trump, who is second generation Latino from Mexico. And it was very interesting. I was saying, bro, how can you like him? He's like against the Mexicans and wants to build a wall. He even called us bad. And he sits there and he goes, I know exactly the clip you're speaking of. Let me show it to you in the full context in which he speaks of. I go, you've ever heard of MS-13? I go, yes, I know who MS-13 is. And I go, I'm from California. Like, they're nuts. And then he goes, yeah, it's who he's speaking of. I go, no, it's not. And so he pulls up the clip. And it's legit. He's speaking. When he says, oh, those Mexican guys, they're bad news. He's talking. He goes, those Mexican guys, MS-13, they're bad news. We got to get them out of this country. But because it was clipped and it was shown throughout all the media networks, I sat there and I just assumed that was exactly what he said because they clipped it so good. It was so done well that it looked like that was his full talk, his full thing. And I sat there and I was like, wow, I feel duped. I'm actually pissed that I actually believe. Now, the man has said a lot of other stupid things, okay? And I'm not saying he hasn't. But that one thing in particular, they lied. The media networks lied about it. And I was just so shocked about it, man. I mean, of course, I expected them to lie, but it was like context is everything, right, Tom?
You betcha.
Exactly.
Pedro said what was going to happen, and it did. I didn't sell. I admit it. Jesus says, vote for Pedro. Pedro for president. Or president of the Fed.
Pedro for president. I don't know. Nah. If I was to be in the Fed, the first thing I would do legitly is keep it where it's at. But one of the things I would do is I would really try to help with small business development, right? Like that's the key. Small business development is the key to a strong nation and a strong people, right? That's the key. Open up. Right. And one of the other things I would also help with, it's when it comes to housing development, right? I would go through, one thing I would do is literally I wouldn't take people to, like right now, we are seeing a lot of these immigrants being placed in structured, unfortunately, swing states, right? And they're going to swing votes. And I would let people come in, but I would literally I'd be like, look, let's put you in an area where you're going to thrive and grow, right? That you'll be needed versus being shuffled. I think there needs to be, anyways, you got me going, maybe I shouldn't just be quiet here. But I mean, it just frustrates me because things are just so political and they really don't care about our country. I feel like nobody. Anyways, dude, tell me to be quiet. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay. All right.
I don't have a next thing. We're at an hour and a half into the show here. I just can't believe how fast this goes. Like I said, everybody, we'll be on all week about the same time. Friday, if all things go well, we'll be able to do another full rant Friday.
Yep.
Which was good on Twitter Spaces. Enjoyed.
Oh, we had it. Shocking, bro. I sound just like Daryl Lawton. I was like, dude, nice. Lawton, where's Lawton? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that was awesome. Tim, man, appreciate you, bro. Glad you subscribe, come through, hang out with us, man. Dude, we need to create more jingles. Lawton, there he is.
Jesus, that's loud. Oh my God.
But I'm telling you, what we need to do, and this is really important, right? Is we need to start coming like something for Jesus. Rhodes has been popping up a lot. I like Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? We got to create
You're right.
something for him.
I need to get some more sound effects here.
Yes,
I've been
we
lazy on
do.
it.
One for Jesus. And there was another one who's been popping up. P2P. I like him.
Well, I could switch. For Lord Baltimore, we were doing.
Yeah, I like both. Lord
the the chance.
Data, Lawton.
All right. I'm gonna be deaf from my monitor here.
All right. So let's check out some of these other coins here as the market has been moving down. So again, we're coming down to this. I'd expect it to see it hit that 20 period moving average. And once we see that, we'll see maybe a little consolidation and then see a pump up from here. Again, we are a few more weeks away from the halvening here, so it's about to happen. And we're going to see what happens here. You know, we should see a sell-off and then a push back up here. Next, let's check out ETH. Now, ETH is really interesting. As we're pushing down here, I'd expect us to see us bounce off this area. But the fact is that we didn't put in a high enough high here. It does concern me. I think we could come back down to these lower levels here, which would be, I mean, potential. That's the 89.
Skiddo, thanks for joining us on Kick. Appreciate it. You want to join the conversation, head over to YouTube, search DYOR Media, and participate over there. But thanks for joining us on Kick. Speaking of, where's Royal Q?
I know. Where is he, bro?
Mr. Zimbabwe. Missing him.
Mr. Zimbabwe. You know, as you all can tell, I have a really gift for singing. I should start just singing out loud. Sing a song, sing it loud, sing it. Tom's over here ready to do me. But it makes you happy. It's a beautiful morning. Hey. Anyways, okay. So let's jump in here real quick to these movements here. So as you guys can see, why is that still? I don't understand. I feel like these dudes are literally messing with me. Bro, I'm about to get nuts on TradingView here. Like I literally changed this and now it's just being dumb. Okay. Boom. Boom. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So you can see here that we're coming down to the 100 period and 89 period moving average. Now the key is when us hitting this, we need to make sure that we're in between this area here. We need to see some type of demand. So we're hitting that 20 period moving average on Ethereum. Potential. We could be bouncing around this 3,000 to 2,700 area here. The reason why I say 3,000 is where we at. Is that 100 period day moving average, which is where we're sitting right here. Now, the problem is I don't have a real demand zone here where I could sit there and say, look, this is a good area. We should see a bounce off of this. We got a small zone right here. And there's nothing really sitting there until we either get down to that 3,000, which is the 100-day period moving average, or that weekly moving average, which is sitting around that 2549 area as we pull back down. So we could see maybe even like a week of sell-off potential, then a bounce off with Ethereum. So this is really interesting. So if you're looking to get Ethereum at a cheap price, these are some of the lower areas you could be purchasing at let's say that 2880 and potentially, right, that 2381. You could be buying up ETH at these lower levels before we have the halvening kick in, and then everything just goes balls to the playground as it bounces off the black. What do you call that? What do they call it? Asphalt. Yes. There we go. I was trying to be funny there. Nobody even laughed. Whatever, jerk.
I was trying something in my eye here, so I took myself off and wasn't listening.
It's all good. I was trying though. Thank you for humoring me. All right. BNB here, as we can see, guys, is definitely moving here. We can starting to come down. I'd expect us to see it come down to this lower level here, which is basically sitting at that 400 to 350 area. If we do see it pop down here, that's a nice little area to pick up BNB before the halving happens. Here we go, boom, right here. And let's check out XRP. XRP. Oh, by the way, Tom, the news for today, if you would go pull up just real quick, you can pull it. Why is my cursor not wanting to pull up? Pull up some news here real quick. You'll see what I'm talking. If you just type in news, you'll see what popped up. Boom. It's crypto news. Go Google crypto news. You'll see what I'm saying. So you can see here that as we're coming down here to XRP, XRP is selling off. We didn't really come in. Everybody put this higher kind of, this is, whereas you put a lower high in, this one even put a lower high. It just went down and then just consolidated. So I don't really see anything. So for me, I would expect XRP to really come back down to that 52 cent, 51 cent area here. But what's nice about this is you're able to pick it up at a lower level though. So after that, I honestly see coming down to that 32, 31 cent area. It'll be real interesting. Let's check out ADA/Cardano. Cardano has been really interesting. We literally sold off on this supply zone here, as you guys can see. Nice little monthly supply zone. And then it now is going down. So where is it going to go? Honestly, I expect to see this hit maybe that 200 period moving average. We've actually blown through this 80 or the 89 and 100, and I expect to see a nice little bounce off that 48 cent area. If we do go through this, now this is going to be the first time it's testing this area. Okay, so I'd expect to see some decent movement here. We put a higher high in, so now this is going to put that lower high in, and we've got the 200 period moving average sitting right here. On the side note, we are sitting at that 200-day, or excuse me, the 20-day period moving average on Cardano here, and by us looking at that around this level here or this level here, we've got some major support. So for me, if we don't hold here, right at this level here, which is that 57 mark area, I'm really expecting this to come down, test that 47 area. So it'll be a nice little area to pick up on. Now, if we blow through that 200 period moving average, right at this level here is where we actually have that monthly 8 and weekly 8 sitting around these areas here. So it's a really important level to be able to pay attention to. If we blow through here, you could even pick it up on the cheaper at that 34 cent area. Check out Dogecoin. Dogecoin hit our supply area pretty well over the weekend. Now we're seeing a sell-off. We did put in a higher high here. So I expect to see this again put in a higher low, which would be somewhere either around that 17 cent mark area or the actual 14 cent area here. Potentially, okay, we could see it come all the way down to the 11 cent 55 area, or why is it 11, which is a spooky number, or the 10 cent area here. So for all y'all that are play with conspiracy theories, you understand what the 111 means. And potentially that could be one of those things that where we do see like the Illuminati or whatever you want to say coming and buy and push that area higher. Personally, I look at this.
Tim Fountain, otherwise known as Timothy Fuentes. Thank you very much for checking out the show. We'll be here all week. Come see us tomorrow.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to point this out here because it's actually right in the same area here.
Hold on real quick. Daryl says, is X going to use Doge for payments? I personally think that the whole Elon Doge thing is just a fuck all fest. Pardon my French there. But I think eventually he's actually going to start an X token. Like, look at the money being made by Ton on Telegram. He needs to do the same thing. Start his own. Don't rely on some stupid meme coin. Start his own. And it'll be like Ton, just be the X coin or whatever, and it'll have an X wallet, have all that kind of stuff, and it'll be a massive success because they have more than 1 billion users. It just has to go that way. They'll integrate shopping, they'll do all that kind of stuff. I mean, Ton's showing them how it's done right now. Anyway, that's my personal opinion on that.
It's crazy how much money that made. Like it's nuts.
Fuego coin coming soon.
There you go. So I like this area here between the 1155 to the 1112 area here. Nice little area. Plus we've got that the 89 and 100-day period moving average sitting here. So this would be a nice little area. So got a few buy areas. If you're looking to build up, I would say your first one, put about 20% of your stuff here. Potential another 20% here, and then at this lower level the other 60% as it comes down into this level here. I do expect us to stay above this low, though. It should stay above this low, so keep it positive. We'll see what happens. Solana here is definitely strong. I mean, whereas everything's putting in kind of this lower base here, this is actually holding fairly strong here. So I'm impressed with them. I feel like they're definitely stepping in and probably going to buy. Where previous supply becomes new demand, as I always say. So I realistically don't think that we're going to see Solana, especially with all the meme coins and everything that goes on, really go below this area here. I think this is going to act as support, just like we saw here when it blew through here and it went sideways and we saw the explosion. I feel that's going to be the same type of thing that we'll see as we see Bitcoin sell off and then it comes back up to that 200 all-time high area. So real interesting to see what's up. Let's check out. I mean, Litecoin looks just kind of sad. So, you know, actually, holy crap, they actually did a reverse here. So, yeah, I was like, wow, there you go, dude. While we were kind of on. So you can see here, man, it popped up and kind of put up. So that's actually impressive. All right, they're pushing up. Did Bitcoin press up? No. I don't even know why I knew. I don't even know why I thought that.
This is my evaluation of Litecoin.
Well, the fact is that Litecoin actually held here, and they're not. You know, I've got to reevaluate my opinion of Litecoin because it's actually showing some strength here when it shouldn't be, and we're talking with valid volume. So I can't discount that. I mean, look at that. That's a good amount of volume, you know. So there could be some hidden stuff going on here that I just didn't recognize here. And just to be in all honesty, I cruised through them early this morning and saw the sell-off. But they didn't, they actually came back. So that's impressive.
Chuck says, but we got to consider the miners. If you mine Litecoin, you can also get Doge. Still a sad panda overall on my LTC mining. That's true. You can mining LTC is not as hard as BTC by any matters or orders of magnitude here. But Chuck can still do it in his garage.
You know what? I've never even thought about mining LTC. Legit. Like that's actually it's a good point to actually bring up.
Connect with Chuck. He'll hook you up. He's heated his garage all winter with his miners.
Oh, bro, you gotta show me how to do that. We're gonna have to hit each other up on the private DYOR stuff. We will be talking. Anyways, so next, all right, let's check out Tron here. Tron just pisses me off, man. Oh, like you talk about, I fell in these guys. This is this love-hate relationship with these guys. Like, I thought they were gonna push up because we saw all that volume coming in. You know, even though we're selling as the pickup of volume, I'm like, dude, these guys, come on, let's go, and boom, sell off. So we did see it sell like I expected, but just these guys, come on, Tron, come on.
How's your I want to see if you have a similar reaction to this. How's your ICP doing?
Oh, bro, why you? Look at this man out here just crushing my spirits over ice. It's all right. I was actually hoping it would sell off, just more than anything, but it didn't. We're just kind of chilling right here. ICP is doing okay. I wanted to come back down here to that $10 mark area. I think that area is really where you can see where the accumulation happened at that $10-12 marker. You see like people buying, and then recently, and even the people who are selling. I mean, look, as soon as it sells off, people are sitting there buying it. So it's kind of sad to sit there and say, come on, sell off, but it's not. So it's holding fairly strong here. But overall, I mean, my portfolio here is doing, I'm happy with what it's doing, right? Like this is pretty good. But the idea though behind it is I want to see a sell-off. I do, because I want to pick up more ICP. I don't know if the institutions are out here buying it and and they're trying to keep it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's strong. It's legit strong.
Jesus has asked about XLM, which I imagine is going to be a mirror of the XRP chart.
Yeah, that's exactly. I haven't actually looked at XLM in a minute, so give me a second. XLM. Yeah, almost a mirror. Yeah, almost a mirror. Yeah, kind of doing the same thing that actually this one actually isn't. It actually looks better because you see how this actually went up here. The small subtlety is an important thing to pay attention to, whereas XRP was just sideways. It's just kind of just gone sideways and now it's going down. Whereas you actually saw a valley and then now a peak. So that's actually a good sign of literally we should hit. We'll see. Okay. So that weekly 8 right here, we're sitting here. We're going to be fluctuating between this area, between the 13, a little ping pong, and that 12-cent area where we have the weekly 8 and the weekly 20. In addition to that, this lower level, if it does continue to go lower, you've got a pretty good 50 period moving average. You can see how we tapped it here. We did break through it, but now it found support here again. So if we do come back down even a little bit lower, even that 11.6 area, 11.7 area, it's a good area to actually buy in at for XLM if you're looking. But like I said, you've got that 12, 12.5, 12.3 cent, and then you have the 11.7, 11.6 area. As you can see, this is where you're having a accumulation of moving average here. And plus, you can see you even have the monthly and the weekly, or the monthly and weekly area sitting. So you can see here, this is where we found supply in on XLM. We found it at that 200. Not the 200, but the 89 and the 100-day period moving average. You can see they're holding some type of resistance area here. Right here at this level is actually where we did find.
Dara, did you just ask for technical information on Hex?
Hey, man.
Are you a Hexican, Dara? Are you?
That's okay, man. It's all good to be a
Richard Hart just tweeted that they have a we've given a lot of shit and it faded the pulse chain very hard on this show because all the people at Sacrifice got minus 10x'd. But now they got $100 million in liquidity now, and it's slowly creeping up.
Dude, let's check him out, dude. This is why I love crypto, dude. Because it's the community, man. Hacks. Let's pull out Hacks here real quick. Hacksy, baby. Look at these. Oh, wait.
Dara says, I'm a speculant. That sounds like a thing that the women have to suffer from at the gynecologist. So
all right. So you guys can see here. Yeah, there's a nice little pump here. It's got to get above.
Sure. There's a nice little pump here. This little tiny little green pissant candle. Meanwhile, it's down pump. $1 million.
But you guys can see though here, it's really important to pay attention to. What aren't we seeing? We don't see any demand wicks, but as it's coming down, you see that people are buying. So there is some speculation going on here. People are buying, and they're holding that. It looks like they're kind of holding that chart. So if we're seeing that, and it's a clear run up until we actually get up to the double, it's got to pierce this. Don't Don't play this until you see a violation above that.
Tell the people what you're talking about here. Tell them what is that line? What line is that?
So this is the 8-period moving average. Okay, and
so
this is
on your chart
daily.
it would be the day. It's a daily chart,
Yeah,
so it'd be
daily chart. Yep.
8 days.
Yeah, so basically you want to see it close above this with good volume. Now you can see here, even though we're going down, right? And let's look at the smaller time frames to see if we can see if you have more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thor, Crypto, Yanni in the house. It's that time again. We want your devs working on mainnetz. Comes to how cheap it is to build on. Let them know. We want your communities to love. Much love, DYOR family. Thank you very much, Yanni, Thor, Crypto, whatever you want to call yourself. Appreciate it very much. We, as Pedro and I always say, we are thrilled when our audience donates to the cause here. It's amazing. We're going to take all of that and invest it in the channel itself, either through beer. Oh, actually, we're not going to do that. We'll probably put it in a small fund and make it grow. That's probably what we're going to do with it. And then when it gets big enough, then when Pedro and I can all pay us big fat salaries and have Lambos and all that type of stuff. But thanks to you, guys like you, Yanni, Thor's Crypto, and Chuck, and Kaching, and everyone else who's donated. Thank you very much. It goes a long way. And especially, got to give the mainnetz crowd a shout out. They're down right now, but they're not out. They had a lot of money leave their chain recently. They had a whole bunch of meme coins start to launch, which boomed, and it was very organic. And then people made some money, and also some rug pullers showed up, and they sold, and then they took the money off the chain. So their price went from 13 down to like 4. And I'm a holder of netz, so I was not too pleased about that. Anyway, good things to come with mainnetz, though. Let's see. Who do we got? Mayor of Akron here. XLM was my sleeper accumulation through the bear. Did okay. I mean, it was down in the 50s for a while there and came back up. He got an X out of it. Yeah, he says you're 3 minutes behind. I forgot to remind people. Use that slider. Come to live. Let's see. I can't have my name as Thor because it links my Gmail and all my business people see Thor's, and there's like, what the hell? Yeah. Trust me, I get that. Chuck says we'll get netz headed back up.
I want to point out.
You on now, Pedro?
This is H&T here, real quick, just to point out. H&T is a nice little mining group. I do like this area here simply because I kind of been waiting for it to come back down to this lower area. We're hitting that 200-day period moving average now, so I'm looking to actually start accumulating again H&T at this lower level. So it'll be actually real nice if we see some poppage off of this. I'd expect to see a higher high if we do hold here. To get up to that 12. Now, just so everybody knows, I am a holder of H&T, but I do expect to see a decent push off that 200-period moving average and expect it to go up from there because there's not much supply. The only supply we do see area is at the $6 mark, but after that, it's really up. So, the other part as well is just so you can pay attention. You actually have that monthly 8-period moving average sitting around that $5.10 area as well. Which is where I'm looking to go. So we'll see what happens there. ICP won't sell off. Ooh. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that.
We had also, let me scroll down here in the questions. We had I think it was Dara. Somebody asked about what were the other ones you asked about, Dara? Jesus says Kulo is popping off. Oh, great! I sold that a while ago.
But you left a bag, right?
Kulo, I did not. That was one I did not leave a moon bag.
So Kulo, Kulo. Oh man, I just realized. How do you spell Kulo? Is it
Kulo? It's on Solana. Or Crow. Crow? I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I have it on Kulo. I don't think this is it.
That's a rug pull. Oh, no, wait. That's it. No, is that the daily?
Yeah, it's a daily. It's popping off. I don't
I don't
look like it's popping off. I I mean, I guess. I mean, if I was gonna put something on, this is where I would put it though. Boom.
Oh, Myra and Holo. I haven't heard of Myra. I've heard of Myro.
Oh, I heard of Myra. I did hear about Myra. As a give me 1 second. I think that was one of the ones I was looking at as well. I was gonna send to you. I just forgot. Dude, I've been just trying to find some DGen plays, man. Dude, we need to get together with Zach and see if we can figure out a way to create that type of screener that I want to build. We could offer that to our team, our guys, our viewers. Boom, boom, boom. Where is this at? Myra, M-I. I think that's it right there. Is that it right there? I think so.
I don't know.
So I mentioned.
He's got it with a Y. I don't know. There's
Is it
Myro, Myra. I don't know. Is it a Solana play?
Yeah. Myra. Both are Solana, so we'll see what's up.
Yeah, maybe MYRA on Solana.
No, it's still not pumping. Still kind of sitting here. I would gauge. Where's my weekly?
Oh, it's Myro's girlfriend. Oh. Myro's a Solana meme coin that went up to like, I don't know, 600 million or 700 million in market cap. It's slowly coming back.
So that's it right here. MYRI.
Matt, you may be behind a couple of minutes there. He says good buy-in point for Hex.
That's funny. Bye, Pedro. Good buying point. What's up, Rhodes? It's good to see you popping. Web3 gaming. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I think I'm not, look, first of all, I'm pro Web3 gaming. Okay. But there's been so much money put into Web3 gaming that, like, and I'm actually quoting, and it's a good point, is, why am I forgetting his name? Ran on Crypto Banter, and it's the truth, right? Like, there is so much money in that it's like, and you're not seeing much of a sell-off. But let's pull up some top stuff here, like Ronin and a few of the other ones here. Cryptocurrencies, come on.
Ronin?
Yeah.
I haven't heard Ronin in a long time.
Yeah, they're solid. I mean, like, yeah, I remember when, I think I was a part of one that was Ronin on BNB, and it sold, dude. They literally took it from like 200,000 all the way up to, like, this is the last last bull market, like 500,000, 600,000. Sold it off again, right? And then went sideways, and then pushed it back up to, like, instead of 500 mil, it was like 450 mil, and then dropped again. And dude, it happened like 3 times. Like, dude, I was like, these guys have been rugging these people. And there's a couple of the guys that are sitting there going, it's the devs that are selling. The devs that are selling. And I was just like, nah, the devs wouldn't sell. And he's like, this is before I actually knew how to go through and, like, follow all that stuff. And
damn right the devs sell.
dude, they did. They were like just dude, and we're talking, 400,000 or 500,000 easily of trading volume every single day. So it was like one of those moments where you're just like, man, that sucks. How did I not see that? Anyways, boom, categories, Ethereum, where's gaming here? Game, health, fan, US, control, F, gaming. Here you are. Boom. Oh, right in front of my face. All right. Let's check these guys out. So I haven't looked them out. I haven't looked at them in a minute. Let's check out.
Is this Ronin?
No, this isn't Ronin. These are just, I'm looking at the top gaming tokens, basically top gaming tokens market cap, right? So let's check these guys out here real quick.
Hey, Seuss, when you say hero, you mean the one on BNB?
Alrighty then. Like, look, you can see right here. Like we're talking, like we're looking at months, right? Like, look, they haven't even sold much off. Like they're still sitting at from their all-time high was about 375. They're at 305. This is immutable.
What project do you look at? Immutable.
This is immutable. Yeah, right. So it's like you can sit there and see that it's like it's a decent. You're seeing actually if this could fall off. If this thing does drop, you could catch it. Next price point is that $1.68 area here, right here. For here, because it's pretty much traded through. Boom. $1.73. Right here, that's not a bad area as I'm looking at immutable. If I just see a sell-off. We'll play this right here. 170, 165 area. It's not bad. And then I would look to see if it cuts through this area, then there's
what chain's that on? Is that an ETH play?
Yeah, it looks like Tether or Ether. I don't know. It could be. Boom. It'd be IMX. Immutable is the number. Where are they on?
Yeah, it's an ETH contract. You can just look down and it says Ethereum. Over on the left it says contracts.
Ethereum right there. There's it right in front of my face. Okay.
Can't do it.
Boom. Let's check out Floki. Ethereum play here. But let's play and see here real quick where they're sitting if you're gonna get in. Dude, I think I'm gonna play a little bit in that group. Those guys over there.
Oh, I know you are. I can tell.
For real, man. You're gonna pay me ETH just to do what I do? Shoot. Yeah, you talk about a passive income. I wouldn't mind that. And plus, I mean, dude, $400 ain't bad just to get in on it. All right, so I can sit here and look at this here right now for the Floki. Floki, even though we didn't put anything up here, I can see, oh man, my boy Floki. I forgot. No, I know. He actually got into Floki down in here. Like, this is not the... Dude, yeah. Like, I forgot, dude. He was telling me about Floki, too, what they were doing. And I was like, he's like, dude, he got in for like a couple $1,000, too. So, like, what is that? I gave him the chart, too. I said, well, it could get all the way down, man. And he was just like, no. I said, yeah, dude, just being honest. And so what is that? How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 20x right there from here to here. From its peak, it's a 30x. Nice. Nice. He did well. Hopefully he sold off some of his gains. Boom. So Floki, we could see a sell-off of Floki. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that again. We could see a sell-off of Floki all the way down at these, I would say that one, so the 11,056 area here. This is one area I could sit there and see.
Yeah.
Playing this right here.
Pedro, you got a fish tank?
Me? No, it's raining where I'm at.
Oh, it's pouring here too. So I was like, how am I hearing this through my microphone or my earphone?
Yeah, it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. It ain't bad though. Dude, I'm supposed to have snow on Thursday, 8 inches.
Yeah, they're forecasting something like that here soon too. And right before the show started, outside the lawnmower guy went by. There's like a little strip of grass between me and the street. The lawnmower guy. I'm like, dude, it's the grass hasn't grown at all. I mean, it hasn't grown since it went into hibernation in October, and the dude's out there mowing it.
Dude, well, remember, it was sunny and nice for a few days, man. So Floki here, I would say the next real bound is you have 2 spots here you could get in on. Yeah, these two areas, that 16,985 and 16,086 would be an area. And then the next area also is at this 0 or 00108 to 409,035. So yeah, this would be an area, if you're going to capture this sell off, these would be the areas for you to capture. And then you'll probably see a big push up because people have been waiting for this thing. And that is that going to be literally almost, wow, it'll be almost 100% sell off. So if that does happen, and you can see there's not a lot of supply coming in, so it'll be easy to push through once they hit these demand areas that pop. So if you guys want to screenshot that and do what you need to do, me and ETH have separated.
Separated.
That's awesome. Web3 Gaming. Let's also check out something here real quick.
Hold on, I just brought up my screen here. Silk Road Bitcoin. One of the reasons why Bitcoin is down is anytime the U.S. government starts moving around a lot of money in Bitcoin, people think that they're going to dump it. And why the U.S. government moves things from wallet to wallet, I'll never, ever know, because it always causes a downtrend, causes bad mojo in the market. And all they did was move it from one wallet to another. It didn't go to an exchange or anything like that. And why they need to do that, I got to imagine it's one department and arguing over who gets to hold it for the U.S. government or whatever the story is. But this is one of the news that drives the market to sell off Bitcoin today. And the traders that have baskets of stuff trade everything, and so they sell their whole basket and drive everything else down too.
Yeah, it's amazing how that stuff works, though. Good old Justice Department, and dude, they are the largest holder of Bitcoin. So
they may not be anymore.
Yeah. Oh, is it BlackRock?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. There's websites that all have conflicting information on them, so I gotta figure that out.
That's insanity. That is insanity. All right, well, that's in a nutshell. We can go over some other gaming stuff. Oh, Gala. I do want to go over Gala. Gala would be a good one to go over real quick. It's migrated to a new contract address from its old contract. Boom, boom. All right. So if we see Gala drop off, look, this is one of the ones that everybody knows was huge in the last bull run. They're supposed to be coming up again. We'll see what happens. But Gala here, its next real area and would be literally down at these lower levels here. I mean, the reality is it very much could come down to 019 area from 5 cents. So that area here is a pretty decent area. Like that could very much come, it very much could come back down there. And then the other part, I'll give you this little bit of right here. Is another area. So you got you get 04489 to the 03376, and then the one below that is the 02 and 0.0175. So these are two little areas that I'd be looking to capture, and you could see a push up from here on up. The next portion of the leg could be at 14 cents. So if we do see a sell off, I'd expect to see it in the next area here to come and test that this area of supply. So this is one of those things to potentially be looking for. And to get in at these lower levels again, it would be a great little area. So most likely, it's probably not going to bounce off that week. Most likely it's not going to come down to here at these lower levels, but potentially if you capture it, if I would do a play, I would do 40 and then 60 area right here, right? So for your display, if you had like, $100 to put in, you'd want to put in $40 at this level and then $60 the rest here, and potentially see this baby push up. I know this would really this would really propose a lot of people to buy in at the gaming area here. That would be it. Take your screenshots, and there we got it. Boom. Alrighty, and let's pull the next one out. Beam. I heard about I remember these guys.
Beam?
These guys. Yeah, Beam.
Yeah,
Beam.
I remember that too.
I remember when they exploded. I think it was right here when they exploded. Yeah, I think the 008, boom, and then popped up all the way to here. Like, it was like crazy. This was still kind of crazy. If these guys do sell off, I would expect them to come all the way down to. You're right, bro. I hear you.
Yeah, just the as they say, the old hip flexors there when I stood up are showing their age. I don't have. I have a nice setup here, but where I put my feet don't really work. I've got to move some stuff around, and so after sitting for a while, they get that old guy grunt when you get up.
All right, English over here. All right, so here's the thing. You can check it right here that we've got a nice little basing area. I would expect to see this thing come back down to the basing area here. Yeah, this. Let me pull this out here real quick. We'll put that right there.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we will be on the air all week, 12 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Daylight Time. Some people out there, I'm looking at you, Wolf of Wall Street, still call it Eastern Standard Time. It's not EST, it's EDT. And why that's a picky, you should just use ET. But there's still a couple counties in Indiana that don't switch the time. So they're still on Eastern Standard Time, which is the same as Central Daylight Time. So if you say your show is going to be on at EST, there's a whole group of counties and internet viewers and YouTubers that get the time wrong.
Oh, shoot.
It's just one of those pet peeves of mine that I'm just like, because, you know, Pedro, from working in this industry, the time zones become very important. You go most of your life not giving a crap about time zones.
And then worldwide.
And like for the longest time, the show was on at 12 p.m. ET and 5 p.m. UTC, and then I'm not going to bitch about it. It just drives you crazy, as we all know. And then our friends from Australia show up and throw the whole thing off. They like come to us from the future, like
it's a day and a half, and you're like, wait, what?
Oh, right at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Royal Q in the house.
Royal Q.
It's giving
Zimbabwe time. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of another crazy time zone.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to be able to put those ET or the UTC. So important, so important.
UTC.
All right, guys. Well, today was just kind of a chill day. We had why am I forgetting the good name? Robin from
EarnSphere,
and he sent to us by the dojo, DeFi Dojo Lounge. Wait, is that a lounge?
Dojo Lounge. Yeah, right down here on the bottom of the screen. Our segment today was sponsored, or I should say powered by DeFi Dojo. If you are not in the DeFi Dojo Lounge, you know what? I forgot to put the link to their Telegram in. Anyway, just go to Telegram, type in DeFi Dojo. There's like, I think 3 of them. 2 of them are scam lounges. You'll know the right one when you get in it. And go see JB and Arian over there. They run a good AMA group over there. So go join them if you haven't. Tell them Pedro and Striking sent you. We'll have another DeFi Dojo segment tomorrow with, I had it up, but it's Dawkins. It's the in 1976, Richard Dawkins invented the word meme. Not for obviously meme coins, but he invented the word meme.
Awesome.
And he was the first one that used it. And he came out the other day and said, well, it's amazing that there is now a cryptocurrency coin named after me because of making that. And as you might suspect, right after he said that, the coin boomed. Yeah, they launched it like on the anniversary of him making that meme coin thing. Yeah, it's a funny thing.
Oh, dude, we got to see it. I have to see this. Like, what's the name?
It's in the Dawkins Twitter feed. I'll get that info to you too. But tune in tomorrow for it's a Solana meme coin. Thought we'd try a little partnership with DeFi Dojo, and they bring us some interesting groups. And they say this one has a little bit of a twist, so we'll find out. Dar Baby, thanks for joining the show, but we're coming to the end of the show. Pedro and I are a little long in the tooth. Tune in tomorrow, and we'll cover STX.
Yeah, come through, brother.
Give Pedro a chance to bring the chart up behind the scenes and get it ready for analysis and tell you to what's the show? List it, love it, or list it.
I like that. Love it or list it. I like
love it or list it.
Listen, but I'm a whore when it comes to these things, man. Listen, I never marry anything, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I might keep it on the side a little, keep a little, little nookie for the side, but man, I ain't no marrying type.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the day. We had a good show for you today. See you guys tomorrow. On behalf of Pedro and Garcia and I, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking here in the digital media world. Hosted another great episode of DYOR Live. Come to the DYOR Media Telegram room. Just search DYOR Media in TG. You'll find it says Striking's Crypto Smackdown. Join us. Join the conversation. Have some fun. If you're interested in our private investing group, also let me know. But that's all I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro?
Cool. Stay safe out there. It's nuts.
Stay safe out there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, just have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, so be there.